Hello everyone, so Yusheng got a 348 on a Smartcube. I think it's a pretty interesting solve. Of course, it is 0.01 away from the world record. So I thought I'd just break it down because it's very interesting, and I think I have learned something from it. So I'll just show you guys what I learned and also break down the solve. So ZY prime, and you can see there is a pretty easy orange X cross right here. We have this full block, and the remaining two cross edges are here. The edge that goes with this block is right here, and can be inserted along with this edge right here with R2. Now they are solved very easily. Now you have this cross edge, so you can just insert it normally and then finish off the cross, which turns out to be an X cross. So this is just really good. Now he solves this pair normally, and then he went for this pair, and finally this pair. So very normal FTL, but he got very lucky with the last layer. I mean, I say very a lot because I just think this solve has a mediocre FTL. I mean, nothing too crazy, but the last layer just so good. So I'll just break it down one more time. Now, very nice cross. I mean, X cross. Now, this pair right here, followed by this pair. Finally, this pair. I think he could have avoided the rotation for the third pair, and then very likely last layer. So the thing I learned from the solve is, let's just go back to the beginning. The S cross was very good, very efficient. And then, at this constructed point of view, we have this pair which he solved, but I also noticed this pair during inspection. And now you can probably see that when you solve this pair, you can also pair up this pair, like this. So when you set up these two to be inserted in a 3-mover, this will also be paired up. So it is better to insert this pair first because it still gives a 3-mover instead of solving this pair first. And you'll notice that this pair right here does not move. I mean, it does not change its position. I mean, its pair state whenever, however you do the pairs. For example, when he inserts this pair, his third pair was this, but when he inserts in the other order that I showed, he still has this pair. So it is really easy for look ahead. The last layer is not that good, but I mean, from that point of view, it is objectively better to do the solution because he could not have seen the last layer, or else it's just godly. But the last layer is pretty bad. But I mean, still, I think from that point of view, it is still better to solve the FTL that way instead of doing his way, which ended up in a luckier solve. So the thing I learned is that although they may seem objectively better at the standard point of view, you really should not consider to do it. If you try to notice it too often, then one, it's wasting your time. Two, it might just lead to a better ending if you chose the slightly less optimal solution. So I would feel like doing FTL, just go with the flow and don't try to look around things too much to notice the ideal FTL solution, because that might just lead to a better last layer in this case, and gave him a 348. So yeah, that's my takeaway. So this was definitely a very interesting solve, and if you want to see more interesting content from me, be sure to click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.